I just have to say congratulations because, being in what I do for the last 50 years, I don't laugh that much. And I was on the floor with this film. It is so
Whoa.
funny.
All right. That's
All
good to hear.
right.
And I brought up when I was talking with Rain and Christopher, I brought up two films that, you know, it's only natural to kind of compare a little bit, but Mother Jugs and Speed, still one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
And MASH,
love.
because you're dealing with life and death situations, and then you've got these horrible things that happen, and then they're funny, and then man, what a great film to talk about death.
Mhm.
Yes.
I was saying that earlier, Tony. I was saying that it was tailor-made for a dark comedy. This subject matter, this world was tailor-made
Yeah.
for a dark comedy. So
Oh,
I you cut you
and
off, but I agree with you.
Amy, you're Jessica. Wow, what a great performance. I imagine it is a difficult task for any actor to play comedy and then really switch into drama that quickly.
Well, I've Rob's heard me say this a bunch, but I do find that comedic actors are the finest dramatic actors, because the what is necessary to make something funny, right? There's like a relationship with comedy and truth that
Hmm.
you have to have. If you don't have it, it's not funny. And with drama, that really lends itself to, Rob has that wonderful scene at the end in the break room where you really get to see a little bit behind why Dr. Serrano is the way he is. And same for Rain and Rel, like they switch over so seamlessly into the dramatic side. And I think that maybe it will shock some people, but it doesn't shock me as an actor because I've worked with a lot of funny people, and all of them are really gifted dramatic actors.
Yeah, and I think Rob Riggle is so underrated as a dramatic actor. I really do. I think you can do anything, Rob. And
Well, you're
we've
very
talked
kind.
before, years and years on doing junkets and stuff. But I think getting your te sinking your teeth into Dr. Serrano has got to have been a joy.
It was. It absolutely was. The script was so good. Um, you could tell it came from a place of reality, truth. And the stories that they shared, Patrick and Christopher, were fantastic, and the way they brought it to life. And then the cast that they got together was so fantastic. I mean, I thought everybody was exactly where and who they should be, and so I just enjoyed this kind of storytelling that they brought because you laugh, you get moved, you may get upset, you may be pushed. And that's to me, that's just a great story. So yeah, yeah, it was a real honor, real blessing to be part of this.
Amy, you're so entrenched in voice acting. Does that play a part in your on-camera work?
It took me a long time to book any voiceover work because it's hard. It's like a very small group of people that get to do it, and I understand it is the best job on the planet. So I actually started it on camera. And what I love about voice acting is I can play whoever I want. I'm not limited to what I look like or my body or anything like that. So it's really fun. But no, so I started as an on-camera actor, but I would say the on-camera work maybe, but yeah, it does make you kind of consider all the facets of a character, though. And you have the opportunity to give someone a little more texture if you can change up the voice and stuff like that. So it does. I guess it does. Yeah.
Rob, how about you? I know you do a lot of it. Does that add to your tool belt, your
Yeah,
toolkit?
yeah. Any opportunity to act in any capacity, I'll take it. I remember when we were doing improv, I would say, let's go down to the band shell in Grand Central, and we'll just let's do our rehearsal there, and we'll turn it into a show, and we'll put a hat out. I didn't care where we were performing. I just want to perform, and I just want to act. So yes, voice acting, any form of acting, I think lends itself to improving your toolkit.
And Amy, what do you think audiences will take away from watching Code 3?
Well, I hope that they will take away a new understanding for the folks that come into your home on your worst day and are just there to help. They're underfunded. They're underappreciated. I think as a country, we need to do more to strengthen not just our safety net, right? Because we got to do a ride along with the South Central Fire Department, and it was shocking to me how few resources there are, not just for the frontline workers, for the community. You know, we had someone knock on the door wanting some Advil because they had no access to a primary care physician,
Wow.
or hey, can you check out this rash, or hey, my stomach hurts. And so they serve a lot of purposes, more than what we see. So I hope that they take that away, but more than anything, I hope they're entertained, because I do think it's a great movie, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for laughter and a lot of opportunity, like Rob said, to be moved. So I hope it's just a good time, and with a little sprinkle of a little commentary for how we should be appreciating these folks.
I think you're absolutely right. Rob, I'm going to twist that question. What did you learn from doing this film?
I learned what great acting looks like, hanging out with Amy and Rain and Lil Rel. I learned I really did learn to increase my. I've always had a great appreciation for first responders and veterans, and I appreciate that world very much. But I didn't realize, I really didn't understand EMTs are not paid very well, and that bothered me. I really didn't understand that, and now I do. And now if someone were to put a bill in front of me or a law that said you got to vote for this to increase their pay, I'd say, yeah, I'm on board with that. That makes sense to me. So I have a deeper appreciation for our first responders and what they deal with, and I think even my character, the ER doctor he's a piece of work. Look, he's a sarcastic jerk, but I have empathy for him because you know, whether it's EMT or the ER, these people are working so hard. They're dealing with death every day. They don't just get to go home and turn it off. It's not a light switch. They carry that stuff around with them day after day, shift after shift, and it backs up and builds up on them. And a lot of times they don't get much appreciation, so or help. So
Yeah,
I hope
it's
they
the
do.
type of job that you don't think about until you need them.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
big
And
time.
you'll never forget your experiences with frontline workers. Like, I've luckily I've only ever had to call 911. I think once I was having an allergic reaction. I'll never forget that experience. I'll never forget the people that showed up and helped me in that. And they're doing that every day, and that takes a toll. Even just the 10-hour ride along we had, I'll never forget the people's homes we went into. And that was kind of like a soft shift for them too. And we got to see everything from a mental health call to a dog bite to an epileptic attack, a diabetic almost near coma. Like we got to see a lot of stuff, and that was just within a 10-hour period. So it's a lot.
Rob, will you be hopping behind the camera more and more, producing, maybe directing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, yes, I would love more opportunities. I'm doing more dramatic work, which is really fun, and I'm enjoying all of that. I just want the opportunity to act. But yes, storytelling is the key for me. I love good storytelling. So if I'm ever in a position to get behind the camera, I would gladly take it. And I love producing as well because I like to think I can contribute in some way, shape, or form.
And Amy, how about you?
Well, I'm on the acting side for now, and I'm okay there. I don't think I have the administerial, is that the word? I have a newborn, so my brain isn't really working well. But I don't think I have the administrative executive function qualities necessary to direct or produce. But I'm on a TV show now called Your Friends and Neighbors. It's
Mhm.
on Apple TV with John Hamm, and we're talking about this movie, and hopefully, like, at the end of the day, Rob's right. Like, any opportunity to act is, the dream. So Rob, when you do some directing and producing, you got my
First
number.
call. First call.
First call.
Let's all get together and do the
Yeah.
Owl and the Pussycat live with you guys starring
Yes.
me
Oh
because
my God.
that would be perfect. I have to go.
Underrated Barbara Streisand performance, if I may so
And
myself.
George Segal,
Yeah.
wow.
The
Thank you
best.
both for your time, and I love the movie, and we'll be promoting the hell out of it. So there.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Tony.
Bye,
Thank you.
kids.
Nice talking
Bye.
to you.